Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a card using the Spooky Sweet products. This is the designer series paper. It is a specialty designer series paper because it has 2 sheets of ephemera that you can pop out. They're already die cut for you. It's a wonderful pack of Halloween paper, but you don't have to use it for Halloween because the back sides are neutral. Then we have the Spooky Halloween stamp set. It does have coordinating dies. I did not purchase those, but these are online exclusive products. I think all of the Halloween stuff is going to be online exclusive. So these are some of the products we're going to be using. And of course, before we get started on our project, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. We have our Farmhouse Florals Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's going to make 9 whimsical cards. Classic stamping spot is going to be Secret Sea, which is one of our new in colors. We have the Circle of Seasons add-on dies for $12. They coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits. And I do have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program. Shop, earn, redeem, repeat, where you earn 10% on all orders of $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. Redeem your rewards on future orders. Track and save rewards in your online Stampin' Up! Account. Rewards expire after 12 months of the earning date. Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used retired Stampin' Up! Products. I'm asking just $30 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, email me at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. And that is all of our buzzworthy business for the day. So let's go ahead and get started on our project. Let me start by telling you we're going to be using the sheet load of cards for July 2025 by Call Me Crafty Al. So this is our layout, and if you want all the measurements, I will give you the link in the description box so that you can find out how you can get that free PDF, okay? So we're going to start with a card base of Granny Apple Green, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to burnish that down. We're going to get our inside piece of Basic White, 3.5 by 4 3/4, and we're going to do some stamping. I am trying to figure out what color I want to stamp in. We're going to stamp Don't Worry, Eat Sweets. And we're going to stamp this right here. Do I want it at the bottom? No, I think I'm going to put it at the top. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to think what I want. What color I want. Black or pumpkin pie. Let's see. I think. Let's do it in pumpkin pie. Why not? So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp this right here. And I know I said I wanted it at the top, but I did this upside down, so it's still at the top. And we have a piece of designer series paper here that is 3/4 inch, and we're going to cut this down to 3.5 once we get it glued onto our project. So I'm going to put some glue right here along the side of my paper. We're going to add this on here like so, just like that. Then I'm going to get my scissors. I'm going to trim off the extra bits. Move those out of the way. Then we're going to get some, where's my stamping seal? We're going to add this to the inside of our, not the inside, but to a layer of basic black that is 5 by 3 3/4. Goodness, I can't think. That looks about right. Then we'll add this to the inside of our card base. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside of our card base. Now, just so you know, I did change up a few things from the sheet load of card this sketch. I added a couple of layers and did a couple of things different. So I have 2 strips of designer series paper here, and on Crafty Owls, these are cut like just a little bit short, 2 little short pieces. I can't get my pieces straight a lot of times, and she did suggest that you can put your card on your paper, because if you print this out at 100%, this is the size of the actual card, and then I could put my pieces on by lining it up like this so that I can get them sort of look like one piece all the way across. But instead of doing that, I just have this one long piece. Oh, goodness gracious. Why? Because it's easier for me. And then if you watch her video, she shows you another way that you could get this on. Making sure I'm putting this on the front. Another way that you can get this on lined up from top to bottom to make sure you have it evenly spaced. So I'm still using my PDF to line this up. However, I'm just using one long strip instead of 2 small strips like she had. Not small, but shorter. Okay. So that is one of the changes I made. Because hers is designed for you to get the maximum use out of your designer series paper. Because the center part is going to be covered up, she didn't want you to just waste all this space right here. But on mine, it's not really a waste to me because I need it. So next we're going to add this designer series paper. I love this paper. To our basic black matte. Like I told you, this is something that I added, the matted pieces. This was not on her. Well, she did have, this part wasn't matted, but the sentiment area is matted. But I wanted to matte this piece. So that's going to go in there like that. Next, what are we doing? We're going to be stamping. Okay, so here's our sentiment layer we're going to stamp on. So let me go ahead and get out my pumpkin pie ink. And we're going to stamp Happy Halloween. And I think I want it to the up to the left. I want it on the up, but to the left. About right there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is get some Memento Tuxedo Black. And so I don't have to clean this off, I'm going into the black second. I usually do the black first. And we're going to stamp right over this. But excuse me if I get my head in here. Let me scoot this up some. I'm going to go over and slightly to the side to give it that little shadow look. Okay, so we have that. Then we have another strip here of some designer series paper, and this is going to go on the bottom of our sentiment piece, but I wanted to add again a matte layer. So let me just put some glue on the back of this, and we're going to add this to our little black strip. Just centering that on there. And we're going to add glue to this. We're going to add this to the bottom of our sentiment layer. Just like that. Come on, get all the way to the edge there. And it looks like I have the slightest hangover on the edge here. I'm trying to make sure this is going across evenly. Okay. And we're going to trim off this tiny little, the little sliver. Okay. So we have that. Then we're going to attach this to a matte layer. Now this matte layer is on the sketch, on the PDF, except for I think I made mine a little smaller. Because I like a, she usually uses a 1/4 inch border, and I like the 1/8 inch border. Okay, so we have our pieces done. So let's glue this on to our card base. I'm gonna try to put that right here in the center. Like that. We're gonna take this and do the same. We're gonna center that right here, like so. Ooh, now I pushed this down too far. Ooh. I tell you guys, I be trying to get stuff straight, and then I make it worse. Okay, so now I have 2 of the little ephemera pieces that popped out of the Designer Series paper sheets. Remember I told you it's a specialty. So I'm gonna pop those up on dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals here. I'm gonna put these little candy corns. We only need 1 on the back of there. Get a few for our hippo here. I need, oh good, I cut them. 1 small one right there. Okay, so we're gonna take our candy corn. And we're gonna just pop that up right there. We're gonna have our hippo off to the other side. That's why I left some spacing for our sentiment, because I want to put this right here, like that. And then we have these shimmer star foam stickers that's a part of this suite. And I am going to add some of these, and they come in black, Gorgeous Grape, I do believe, and white. Let's see. Yeah, that has to be Gorgeous Grape. Those are dark. Where's my take your pick tool? What color do we want to add? So I have a lot of orange, and there's Petunia Pop on here. I think I might just add some black ones. Let's add a few black ones. Let's put one right here. They come, I think it's 3 different sizes. We'll put one right there. Then let's put a middle-sized one. Is it a middle? Yeah, there's 3 different sizes. I'm gonna put the other one about right here. Let's put it there. And that is that card done. Isn't that cute? I like this. This is a cute card sketch. Okay, so now I did do another one, and I did it in, this is landscape. I did another one in portrait, and this is this one. Isn't this cute? Now this one, I did use the shorter pieces here. However, I did that because I did the matte layer, and that goes all the way across. So it was easy for me to line it up. But this one, I just did it in portrait. So all the measurements are the same. I just turned it. Okay. And this is from the stamp set. I stamped this one out, stamped it, cut it out with scissors, even though there is a die if you get the dies, but I fussy cut it with my scissors. Added some Wink of Stella, and I used the this ribbon that comes in the suite too. It's the Petunia Pop iridescent ribbon. It is so pretty. Can you see that shine in that ribbon? Yes. I love it. And it says spooky, and I did the same technique where I double stamped it, but this one was with black and Petunia Pop. Then this is the inside. This is one of the pieces from the Designer Series paper I cut out from the edge, so I just put it to the edge of that paper. Stamped a couple of little bats. Super cute. Okay, but that's our project for today. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.